Okay, yeah. Should be... Yeah, I should be alright now. Nothing else I really need to do.
I'm counting on you guys.
Affirmative.
Decided to make this a little more interesting. This last time I played this, at least on here, I played Team Sonic, so I just decided, you know, today I'm feeling Team Dark. And, you know, it's the fact that this game's 20th anniversary, so I kinda have to play this. Especially with how much this game has affected me. Yeah, I definitely gotta play this game. You know what I really want to see? I really want to see if I can actually get through Team Dark's campaign without any deaths. And I feel like I can. But sometimes I have to feel, will Sonic Heroes allow me to get through this campaign with no deaths? Because, you know, sometimes Sonic Heroes is a little quirky. But we'll see if I can actually get through this whole game with no deaths. Or at least through this campaign. The whole game with no deaths? I wish. I wish I was that good. But I'll at least try and do it for this campaign.
You two ready?
Also, good morning, everybody.
Immediate destruction if distracted.
Hope you can keep up with me.
Alright, let's do this. Let's see how far I can get through this with 0 deaths. Again, I'm confident that I can do it. But we'll see if Sonic Heroes is actually nice enough to let me get through this game with no deaths.
Line up next to me.
Happy New Year's Eve to everybody. Not really. I'm not really doing anything. Then again, who's really gonna go out in the morning, at least right now, for any New Year's related stuff? Usually people just wait during the nighttime.
I'll take it from here.
Oh, actually, that was actually a good call. Again, thunder shoot early is always. This is always a good call.
Hurrah! Here we go.
I can't promise no damage at all because I'm not that good. I can keep it a buck and say I am not that good in this game to be doing no damage runs, and we'd be here forever if that was the case. So we'll just leave it at no deaths.
I guess I'm up. Hurrah! Hurrah!
I'll take it from here.
All right.
I may have played this game for a long time, but not significant enough to where I can get through this game without getting hit. Because trust me, I'm gonna get hit.
I'll take it from here.
I always get, it's like every Sonic game, you are inevitably gonna get hit at some point. Then there's no way around it, especially in this game.
Yeah. Level up.
I'll take it from here.
I'll take it from here. Hurrah! Hurrah! Hurrah!
I'll take it from
Omega,
here.
do your thing.
Can you believe that this game is really 20? This game is 20 years old. This game is 20 years old. And what's crazy is like soon Shadow the Hedgehog is gonna be 20 years old soon. Ugh, it's scary to think about.
Just like
I mean, like, the adventure games are pretty much fossil fuels now, so I mean, it was inevitable that Sonic's real first multi-platform game was also going to hit 20 years old. But it's just the fact that now we're going to reach a point where games like Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic 06 are going to be 2 decades old, and you're just going to be like, oh god, what's happening? Time is very scary. And you also, you also question, damn, people really are still talking about Sonic 06 20 years later? And it's like, yeah. And they still use it they still use it as a crutch for why Sonic is bad. 20 years, people don't forget 20-year-old grudges, I suppose. But it's just kind of funny. It is a little bit funny. No, I'm not saying it's not bad. It is bad. Everyone knows it's bad. But like, you don't you ever just sometimes get tired of hearing people regurgitate like the same information you've been hearing for 20 years about something and still use it as a crutch to why you don't like something, something like that, Even if Sonic is like in the best position he's been in years, people would still use Sonic 06 as an excuse to still not like Sonic, That's what I mean. I'm like, don't you ever get tired of that? Eventually.
Perfect as always.
It's just kind of. Well, I was gonna say, like, it'd be nice to just hear, like, different things. But, people like to regurgitate a lot, and I mean, I get it, you kind of always have to remind yourself that, sometimes Sega is a little, yeah. That's why, that's why, it's funny because when Microsoft was doing the whole backwards compatibility list for the Xbox Series X and stuff, people were really hoping, and it's funny, it's funny, people were really hoping Sonic 06 would be there, not because they liked the game, but because, like, they would actually be able to play Sonic 06 without the load times being terrible. Because, I mean, that's the benefit of playing, like, the older original Xbox games or 360 games on, like, the Series X, right? Because, like, not only is the optimization better, the load times are also, like, super reduced. So imagine, like, Sonic 06 with load times of, like at least 2 seconds. At least that would be, like, that would make that game, like, a little bit more manageable. It wouldn't make it better gameplay-wise, but it'd make it a little more manageable to sit through. But since that's not the case, at least you still have emulation, right? I really hope in the future we get to have this game on modern consoles. I really would love this game in on a modern consoles. I would get this game on Steam like frame 1. And it's funny because despite how people may view Sonic Heroes these days, you either really like Sonic Heroes like me, or you absolutely hate it like quite quite a significant amount of others. But like, I think you know, it's still safe to say that this game is like significant, like enough, where it's like it's like a super important part of Sonic's discography. Because again, this is his first multi-platform game. Yeah, funnily, and this is probably like this has been probably like a few people's like very first exposure to Sonic, because I mean, at least everyone had a PlayStation 2, even though that's like the worst version. Or like everyone, at least most people had a GameCube, which is the best version, you know?
B button when jumping in power formation to use fire launcher. I propel Shadow and Rouge toward the enemy.
I really like what Dolphin has been able to achieve with the GameCube Wii games, the GameCube games especially, because I like being able to play these games at a higher resolution and such. But also, I kind of have to do this because well, my GameCube is long gone, and not only that, my Nintendo Wii is completely dead. I cannot boot up my Nintendo Wii anymore. It died years ago, so I can't even like turn that on anymore. So that Nintendo Wii has served its purpose for as long as it could. It lasted as long as it could, but unfortunately, I can't like boot it back up anymore.
Chaos control.
Yeah, let's keep that that boulder frozen over there. I always love doing that.
Now there's two rocks.
Things just got a little more interesting.
And it's funny because the third rock always just rubber bands back, so it always catches up.
Just average.
You're lucky to have your Wii still works. I wish my Wii still works, but it doesn't. It's completely gone. But I don't want to like throw it away, you know, because like I really love my Wii, so I don't really like throwing it away. And I mean, who am I gonna give it to anyways? You know, it's dead. So I kind of just keep it inside a drawer, and it's just like sitting there.
You must be only. Is that any way to treat your creator? Now witness your master's real power. Dr. Eggman.
We're talking to you, Doctor.
There's one thing I can say about Sonic Heroes that I really don't like, is that these bosses fucking suck. These bosses stink. Like, no joke, I actually think this game has some of the worst bosses in the franchise. It's like, they're pathetic. Like, this one here. Like, look at that. Wow. To be fair, I know most Sonic bosses aren't particularly difficult, but this game, I think it's noticeably bad.
Cruiser battleship destroyed.
Now, when you say brawl, do you mean like actual like vanilla brawl, or are you talking about like Project Plus or Project M? That's the real question there.
So, that Eggman is behind all of this.
Whatever it takes, he's mine. Any objections?
Negative.
Is this the energy plant?
That's regular
Okay, so this is actually where I tend to often. This is when I like often tend to die, like sometimes on accident. So that no death run is probably gonna come to an end here. What? We'll see how far we get. Cause I think I think I can do it. I just gotta be nasty.
No problem. Let's get moving.
Okay, so you actually do play Vanilla Brawl. I mean, Vanilla Brawl, if you're not playing it like competitively, it's fun. So I mean, it's fair enough.
Terminate all Eggman robots, regardless of their purpose. Annihilate charge! Annihilate charge! Annihilate charge!
I'll take it from here.
I'll go Hypercrine. I've never heard of that. And Atlas made that? I might have to look in. I might have to look into that. I might, you know what? I might consider looking into that. 'Cause that actually sounds pretty. That actually sounds pretty funny. What kind of game is it? Is it like? I mean, if you mention Atlas, I'm assuming it's like an RPG. Is it?
Just watch this. Come on.
Minus gravity detected.
Oh, so it's okay. It's like a it's like another extreme sports game, but with animals. That you know what? I might have to look up footage of that because that actually sounds hilarious, and I can't believe Atlas. It feels weird that Atlas made that. Actually, it doesn't. Maybe it does,
Come on.
but I'll definitely have to see that for myself.
Naturally.
And if it looks funny enough, I actually might play it here.
Come on.
I'll take you up on that. You've actually piqued my interest now. I'll take you up on that offer.
Come on. Good.
Annihilate charge! Fire!
Now I imagine that game came out. When did that game come out? Out of curiosity. I'm just very curious. When did that game come out?
Take it from here.
Annihilate! Charge! Fire! Annihilate charge! Annihilate charge!
I'll take it from here.
No, okay, it came out on the GameCube, but what year exactly? Because I'm trying to see like what year it came out.
I'll take it from here.
2003. I don't think did SMT3 come out around that time? No, right? Probably like just before Nocturne, maybe. But it's like that's 3 years before they decided to do Persona 3.
When grinding, use
And they didn't do. I don't think Digital Devil Saga was out by that time yet either. So that's very fun. You know what? It's actually pretty funny that they decided to make that around that time.
I'll take it from here.
Oh! It came out after Nocturne. That makes it even funnier, actually. The game came out after Nocturne. Okay, that's hilarious. So if they wanted to, they could have had Demi-Fiend as a guest character. If they wanted to. That actually sounds like a hilarious idea.
Just watch this.
I might have to peep. I'll probably put that as potential stream ideas.
I'll take it from here.
To try that game out. Because that actually sounds pretty funny.
I'll take it from
Yes, I guess so. I mean, I personally wouldn't know what Atlas was thinking around that time. I mean, it was just really. I mean, like they just finished up the Persona 2 duology at that time, and then now they finished SMT3. That's kind of like the last game I would probably expect them to play. Well, expect them to kind of do in that style, especially like around that time because like.
Perfect as always.
They did. They took hand in snowboard kids. That's interesting. I actually didn't know that. I'm learning new things. I actually didn't know that at all. Oh my gosh, the Lightspeed dash actually worked. My favorite gambling act in Sonic Heroes is will the Lightspeed dash actually work? Because this was still around the time where Sonic Team couldn't quite figure out the Lightspeed dash, and sometimes it just wouldn't work. And in this game, it's most prevalent where it won't work.
Use Thundershoot to bring down those flying enemies. I'll deliver the final blow.
I'm sure it's very easy to fly from here.
You know, it's funny. It's funny that you brought up the Game Grumps. Hey, I don't like watching. I never like watching them play any song, except like the only time I enjoyed it was like uh Sonic Adventure, just for like watching Aaron suffer with Big, even though all he had to do was simply hold down. It was annoying, but it did make me laugh just a little bit. See, I told you. I told you I wouldn't get through this game without a death. At least at some point it was gonna happen. Well, so much for that.
Activating balance servo. Annihilate.
Eggman's robots are patrolling the area around those machines. It looks very
And that also was a sucky situation too. And it was because since I was already in flight formation, Rouge's hurt box was still kind of big, and she was just floating. So I kind of had to just accept my death there, which sucks.
Worthless consumer.
That's the thing. It's two things with that, right? It's two things with that. One, you kind of sometimes you intentionally suck on purpose for the extent of a joke, because like who's gonna? I mean, unless you're like a super duper nerd like. Unless you're like a super duper nerd like me, you're not gonna the average person is not gonna tell that someone is intentionally sucking at the game, you know, just for a joke, you know. But then another thing, and this is actually like a really personal thing, but there are just I can't watch some people play games because how do I put it? I can't watch some people play certain games. Oh wow. I completely missed that. That's on me. I completely missed that rail on my fault. That's my fault.
Let's change formations to sideways from here.
What was I gonna say? I can't watch some people play games that I've been playing for such a long time because like I've played the game so long in a certain way where I feel like I at least try and play it at like the most optimal way I can. And when I see other people like mess up like simple stuff because they were like impatient or like didn't properly listen to instructions. Like I can't watch them like play the game for like a long. Like for example, like I love Fidel, like the games cage. I love his content. I love like the positivity like he brings to Sonic overall because there's a lack of that. But I couldn't watch him play Sonic Heroes because he wasn't particularly great at it. But I also have to be a little fair because like he probably has not played that game for as long as I have, you know? Like the reason I feel like more confident in my oh wow, I did. Yeah, okay, that was on me as well. That one was on me.
Formations to sideways from here.
The reason like I couldn't like sit through him playing Sonic Heroes was because like he was definitely making a lot of silly mistakes that was like on him, which sometimes he unfairly blamed the game and other times it was him. But there was just like a number of things where he was just messing up on his own for like the simplest stuff, and I was just like, okay, I can't like watch this for long. And again, I don't think that's fair for me to say to him because again, he probably has not played that game for as long as I have, and I'm not saying I'm like a Sonic Hero speedrunner because I'm not. I can't speedrun it. I'm not good enough to speedrun any game at all. But like it's just some stuff. It's just some stuff when you see like people play a game in like a certain way that's not great, and it's like, you know, I don't really want to watch them play this, you know. And then you just play it for yourself in the way that you've always have. Because like I feel like when you've played something for so long, you kind of have a perception of how you should go about it. And when you see others messing up on things that were easier for you, you feel like, you know, when they place the blame on the game sometimes, it's not fair to the game because like it wasn't technically the game's fault. You know what I mean? I'm probably just talking out of my ass, but like, you know what I mean? I feel like your enjoyment of a game really stems from like how long you've played it. Like I feel like the reason I still love like the Sonic Adventure games and this game as well, for as janky as they are, is just due to the fact that I played them so many times as a kid for years that I don't say I haven't like completely optimized, but optimized enough where I could say I'm like decent at it. And I know like all the early mistakes and such. Like that sort of thing. You know, that I could enjoy this game to the fullest. And how like it can be played. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but again, I feel like my enjoyment of Sonic Heroes really comes from like I played this game for so long. Like I have a good understanding of the game and its mechanics that no matter how long I stray away from playing it, I still remember like a lot of the things about the game. Ooh. Sonic is like definitely one of those examples where adaptation is like important, you know. I feel like you really get better. You really get better at Sonic games like the more like you adapt to it. And I think that's like always been the appeal for me with Sonic in terms of like replayability, because like the more I go back to play these games and I see how much better I've gotten over the years since I was a kid, you know, it makes me feel more satisfied that I'm playing this game to like the best I can play it. Even with its like actual gameplay faults, like now I can like actually acknowledge when it's just a case of me being bad at the game, or in other cases where like and like point out when it's actually like the game's fault, you know. Basically taking accountability for when I'm doing bad at a game, you know. Also, I'm gonna check. I think I might check it out after this because I'm curious. I'm curious to see what it looked like in your point of view.
Not bad.
Ah, they still gave me a C for that. I'm honestly impressed.
Man, who are those creeps over there?
What's up, SBO? And you are...
Just what do you think you're doing here?
Who is this broad?
Our client's adversary, perhaps.
You mean the bad guys? You guys don't fool me. I know what you're after. Better stay out of my way.
They're honestly beefing for no reason. That they're like legitimately they're beefing for no reason.
All right, then let's do it.
Here we go! Let us get the dog.
Alright, so you already know the deal. You're just gonna you already know the deal. Just spam the tornado attack. Just spam the tornado attack and you win. You already know the deal. Oh yeah, I think the energy of the 2000s era Sonic can never be matched. It hits a certain, especially if you grew up around that time, it hits a certain spot for you. That's why I could always go back to these games and acknowledge, like, yeah, these games were super jank, but like when it was good, like it was really good, and they just captured this like this really great like feeling of like coolness. Also, okay.
You're too sick.
I ain't gonna sugarcoat this.
Someone there.
I ain't gonna sugarcoat this one. The casino levels in this game stink. Like they stink really bad. Like these levels suck.
I'll take it from here.
Like I don't. Funnily enough, I enjoy quite a number of levels from Heroes, except these. Like the casino levels are like the definitive worst levels in this game. And it's due to these horrible pinball physics. Like they're really bad. They're really, really, really bad. I don't know what happened here, but whatever they did with this is terrible. And then again, in general, I don't like pinball. Like just in general, I don't like pinball. At least in video games, I don't like pinball. But like I don't mind like playing pinball like IRL because it's like whatever. But like pinball and in general, like pinball stuff in Sonic games are never usually fun, except for like Sonic Adventure. And I think this, besides like Sonic Spinball, which was the actual pinball game, I think this is the worst they've ever done pinball ever. Like it's noticeably horrible here.
Chaos control.
I don't like the BRC Winter. Oh my gosh, no. Dude, the winter event for BRC was honestly super astounding, and it definitely exceeded my expectations because I didn't expect it to go as hard as it did. But like, it's amazing. It's amazing. It was great. Made a lot of awesome memories with a bunch of folks. It was really good. And hell, I made a whole video showing like what I did during the winter event. So that one just goes to show like how much I really enjoyed it. It was really good. It was really great. And it makes me even more excited to see it makes me more excited to see how much further modding is gonna go in the future for that game. Because I think that what the winter event was able to do, I think it just opened the door for like a lot of cool stuff that will eventually come in the future.
There's someone there.
Eggman's robots must be eliminated.
So it was great. It was fantastic.
Chaos control.
Eradicate.
Level up.
Oh, you're getting ADGQ? That's actually pretty cool. That's sick. I always love the speedrunning events, especially for Sonic games. I always love speedrunning events. I always love speedrunning. Speedruns of Sonic games are always fun. Legit, like speedruns of Sonic games are always fun. I usually always watch it if it's like Sonic stuff or like games I've recognized and I've played as well. So I'm always gonna oh wait, hold up. I can't fall off here.
Mission completed.
I'm always gonna be excited when the time comes.
I am Omega, the ultimate E-Series robot.
You know, funnily enough, if I wanted to, if I wanted to, I could literally take a bus to ADGQ if I wanted to, just to be like an audience member. That would be very fun. I usually don't travel on my own. You know, I've never really like traveled out of state on my own. Not like I particularly had a reason to, but like I've never gone out of state on my own before. I'm always going. If I'm ever going out of state, it's always with a parent with me.
We'll be able to move on.
No problem. Let's get moving.
Kill. Annihilate.
Bingo on this table.
Just a reminder, but
I know, but we can't work without having a bit of fun. Got it.
Good.
Got it.
I know a lot of people like to travel. Me? I mean, I like. Well, to be fair, I'm someone who really likes staying in their house. You know, not as like I'm not like a super go out person. I like staying inside. I go out whenever. I really just go out whenever I feel like going out. You know. Like if I really wanted to go somewhere and like in like close proximity, I would go. But like I've not reached the point yet where like I feel confident enough to like travel to another state by myself. At least at least on plane. Like if it's on a bus, maybe. But like a plane ride, I don't know if I can do by myself yet. Which sucks because like if I really want to go to places, if I really want to go to places like I really would love to see in the future, I kind of have to travel by plane. Eventually, you'll have to learn that by myself. Eventually.
This is the
I'll take
ultimate
it from
power.
here. Omega, do your thing.
I've only gone to New Jersey. I've been to Maryland. I've been to Florida. I've been to South Carolina. And I've been to Nevada, pretty much.
Danger. Steep grade ahead.
Yeah, no, I get that. Sometimes I just like, sometimes I just like going out. Sometimes I just like going outside just to have just some semblance of human, just to have some semblance of like human interaction. Because if I didn't have any sort of human interaction at all, I would end up like a dachi. So sometimes as an introvert, it's okay to go outside. Just sometimes. But it's like, you go outside, you can literally just going outside for a walk is enough. And I actually love to walk a lot. So I usually go out to do a lot of exercise walking. So for me, that's where I get a lot of my human interaction.
Here they come.
I'll take it
I'll
from
take
here.
it from
Annihilate on fire. Annihilate on fire. Worthless consumer models.
I'll take it from here.
Southwest?
Annihilate.
I don't think I don't think I have Southwest around my area. At least around me I don't have Southwest.
I'll take it from here. This is
I'll
the
say this,
ultimate
you know, I'll say this, I would much rather travel through buses and planes if I'm gonna go out because fuck driving in the tri-state. It sucks. It sucks really bad. Speaking of My Little Pony, is that still going? Oh my god, wait, hold up. I lost my teammates and I might die here. So hold up, I gotta lock in for a quick second because I might die here. I gotta lock in. Hold on.
Come on. Just watch this. Good.
All right, okay, we're back. Okay, it's okay. It's in Generation 5 now. Wait, which generation is Friendship is Mad? Okay, Friendship is Magic was the last generation. Okay. Alright, yeah. That's the one I
Tell me,
remember.
Doctor, what was I doing? Asleep on that base? And what about my memory? Your memory?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Friendship is Magic is the one I remember.
What?
I remember really growing up around.
I'll see you again soon. Get them. Wait, Doctor.
Oh wait, whoa, oh, hey, you speedrun Future? Oh shit. Well, I'll be. That's actually pretty cool. It's funny because I was just like thinking about the fact how I've actually never 100% of Future on my stream, and that eventually I'll get to it. And that'll probably be the plan for like the first stream I do for next year. Oh, so you used to. Okay. That's still pretty cool.
I'll take it from here. Chaos control. Useless pieces of junk.
I love watching speed runs of Future. And also yes, Future, we're literally tomorrow is going to be the year we'll be in the same time frame as Jet Set Radio Future 2024. Is that we actually managed to live this far to live in the same era of Jet Set Radio Future. It's very funny. And the Future will be celebrating its 22nd anniversary
Chaos control.
very soon. How amazing that they like, all this is happening, and like on top of we're finally getting like a third Jet Set Radio game. It feels crazy that that's happening. It's actually like the fact that it's like real and it's coming. It just feels great. Like all those years of waiting finally coming to fruition. They say patience is virtue. And they say patience is virtue. And we've definitely been waiting for a long time. Super long time.
Don't get too excited, boys. Those were the easy ones.
And the fact that I graduated college by the time we finally get a third Jet Set Radio is very funny.
Worthless pieces of junk.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. I think I think it's so cool that, people are like able to like travel to these places because like, I've always wanted to like
Let's go.
I've always like wanted to travel to like experience more like conventions and stuff. This year was actually the first time I've ever went to a convention. Like, I actually went to Anime NYC this year, and perfect, right? Because I live here in New York, so having a convention here, I could literally just take like the train there. It would just be like an hour 30 travel for me. So having Anime NYC there was like really cool, and I finally got a chance to go there, and it was really super cool. It was so chill. And I didn't really like one-on-one meet like super famous people. I kind of saw them from far away, because people usually have they usually have lines of people wanting to take like autographs and like uh pictures and stuff. Like the fact that I was able to see like Matt Hardy and like the voice of Courage from Courage the Cowardly Dog all in one place, and then they also had all the VAs from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth all in there. It was really cool. Speaking of the panel with the Final Fantasy VII crew, I actually like missed the panel itself because I kind of like miscorrected the timing. But like they still gave me like a commemorative poster for that panel. So I actually have that poster hung up in my room. And it's like it's basically like a picture of Cloud, Barrett, Tifa, and Yuffie, and Red 13, and then it says like Anime NYC at the bottom. It's really cool. But yeah, being able to go to Anime NYC was like really nice, and I cosplayed as Joker from Persona 5 because like me and my hyper fixation for Persona. And hopefully in the future, I'll be able to go to more conventions because I really want to. I really want to. But like, I kind of want to go there by myself. And like conventions I want to go to, like I kind of have to fly there. But again, I'm not used to actually taking flights by myself yet. That's something I kind of have to experience on my own before I could actually start doing it more frequently.
Don't worry about them. Just keep moving.
Oh, what do I think of Sonic Adventure? Sonic Adventure 2 is a classic. I've definitely played that game way more than I probably should. Because like I really only go back to that game for the Sonic levels, because like those are like undeniably the best parts of the game. Because I'm not too huge on the mech shooting. It's not terrible, but I'm not like used to. But it's like it's not like my favorite thing to go back to, and I just don't like the treasure hunting stages at all. But however, what Sonic Adventure 2 has is like, well, obviously it introduced Shadow the Hedgehog, who is like one of my favorite characters of any medium of all time. And then just like it's like a generational thing. Like for anyone who like, even those who are not like huge with Sonic, like they know Sonic Adventure 2 is like a hood classic, Like this is the Sonic Adventure 2 is like the Sonic game people most recognize. But like again, anytime I go back to Sonic Adventure 2, it's usually for the Sonic and Shadow levels, the Chow Garden, and whenever I decide to do the randomizer. That game is janky for sure, but like I can still like look back at Sonic Adventure 2 and be like, I think this game is still like very fun all these years later.
There's someone there.
This is the ultimate power.
Well, thankfully I do have an ID and such, so I can fly. It's just a matter of if I feel comfortable flying by myself. you know? I mean, I could also take like Amtrak and stuff to like travel to other places, but I think for some places I definitely need to go by plane, and that would be much easier, you know. Because there's this convention I really want to go to that's in Texas, and it obviously would be preferred if I fly to Texas.
Piece of cake.
So maybe at some point in my life, uh, I will try flying by myself. I don't know when that day is gonna come, but eventually I would like to. If I want to go to more places, I personally want to go to, um, I would actually have to start like taking flights by myself.
I'll take it from here.
Cause I don't always want to like, I don't always want to like drag my parents to like places they're not particularly interested
I'll
in,
take it from
you
here.
know? Like why would I like I don't want to like drag my parents to watch like a Sonic Symphony for me all the way in like another state, you know? Cuz this so it's not like cuz it's not like they want to sit it's not like they want to like sit there they want to like sit there and it's not like I want to make them sit there to experience a bunch of nerds going crazy over Sonic music, you know?
Fun. Let's get in.
So that's really like the main reason I want to like start
Level
I really want to start like flying by myself soon.
Do they really think they have a chance? Annihilate. Mission failed.
That always happens. That always happens. It happens once. Why did they do that?
This must be the drive for that giant.
Yeah, that always happens at least one time per playthrough, where one of the power characters just slide off because of how much momentum they carry when they punch.
We're able to slightly move right and left, even when airborne. Out of control.
Head for a wall using homing attack with Shadow as the leader.
I've been recommended to get my driver's license, but I really don't like the idea of driving in New York, so I don't want to do that. I much prefer like if I can take transportation, then I'll manage it,
Why
you
don't
know.
you fly up there?
I just really don't want to drive. Me personally, I really don't want to drive. And it's great that I live in an area where like transportation is like public transportation is like very prominent, you know. If I was in like the butt fuck of nowhere, then like obviously like having a car would be ideal. Also, yes, it is almost 2024, so 11 hours away. We're almost there. Almost to the new year. If you want me to be honest, I'm kind of nervous. Not for the year changing, you know, because I mean that's just normal stuff. But I'm actually going to start working by the time next year hits, like January the 2nd. I actually start my new job. Yeah, right. Yeah, finally, right. I've been like, if you've been to my stream like a couple of times, I've always talked about how I've always just been struggling to find a job. It was making me really depressed, but now I finally got one. So I'll finally start like working again in on the 2nd, you know, Monday through Friday. I get the weekends off. So that's cool. It feels great because I'm gonna be honest, like I thought I was gonna like go through an even longer year just being unemployed, and being unemployed and not making money was making me hella depressed. Like hella depressed. So it feels great to be, it actually feels like nice to be working again, you know? And I could be able to make my own, and I could be able to make my own money, so I'm not like wholly depend, so I'm not like wholly dependent on like asking my parents for money. Like I could just earn the money myself again. Cause me, cause something about me, I'm very stubborn. Like I, I don't like, I don't like asking for help. I don't like asking for help unless it's like something like super serious. But like something like money stuff, that's something I kind of want to earn myself. That's something I kind of want to earn myself. So like the fact that again I'm gonna be working again, it feels great. I'll be making my own money. I'll be able to buy my own stuff again, you know, without having to ask for help. Because I don't, me personally, I don't like being like wholly dependent on others to help me. I really want to work. I really want to work hard. I really want to work hard for like stuff, you know. And like now that I got a job again, I could actually start doing that again.
Outnumbered, but still no match.
Here they come.
Do they really think they have
Thank
a
you,
chance?
thank you. Also, Jumpmon, I hope you are able to get. I hope you're all able to get like internships. I wasn't particularly. I wasn't like particularly. I wasn't particularly lucky when when I was in college. And I actually during college I was going to have like an internship, but then COVID happened, and that pretty much put a wrench into that idea. So I pretty much went through most of college without an internship because COVID really fucked that up. It sucked, you know. COVID really screwed things up for everybody.
This is the ultimate power.
Oh, did you actually go to a Sonic Symphony? You're lucky. You know, they're actually selling tickets for the Sonic Symphony, and it is coming to New York. Uh I hope those go back up because I might have missed out on pre-orders for it, but I hope they open back up because I really would love to go to a Sonic Symphony, like desperately. Would love to go to a Sonic Symphony.
I'll take it from here.
I feel like before I kick the bucket, I must have a Sonic. I must go to a Sonic Symphony. I have to.
I'll take it from here.
I'll take it from here.
I gotta go to a Sonic Symphony. Just to really experience just how fantastic it was. Like after seeing like the very first one they did, that very first Sonic Symphony changed the world. It really did. I gotta get the experience myself.
Base's control tower.
We're finally here.
Here we come, Eggman.
Also, I'm sorry. Also, I'm sorry to hear that you're getting you're getting bullied in your workplace, Feather. Like that definitely fucking sucks. Um, usually like they tell you to take that up
Just
to
average.
HR, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if they really handle that type of stuff, you know. So you can't really like actually be dependent on HR to actually like do their job to actually handle that stuff. But I really hope you're able to get that. Yeah, I hope you are able to
We've
really get
got
that
him.
situated.
Capture him first. Then you can have your revenge, Omega.
Affirmative.
Ready all cannons! Open fire!
All right, you guys want to see how to beat this boss? Hold up, I got you. You want to know how you want to know how you do this boss fight? I got you. Hold up, yeah, I gotta land here so I can, there we go. Alright, there we go.
You're not done yet. Don't let your guards down.
I know. You be careful too.
There we go. Now we can continue the mashing of the A button. Aren't the boss fights in this game very engaging?
Retreat!
Very fun boss fight, Sonic Heroes.
You'll pay for this!
Yeah, do all that you gotta do,
Forget who I am,
because
Doctor?
you know being bullied in the workplace is never, being bullied anywhere is never cool. You know, so definitely take that up to the head department so they could get that shit situated. Cause that shit is not cool. It's not. And it really fucks with your mental as well.
Shadow?
Let's go.
Alternate life form data has been copied.
I shall finally answer to who I really am.
Annihilate.
There are supposed to be frogs in this jungle that can summon rain.
Activating balance servo. Detecting a frog in the vicinity. Annihilate. Annihilation.
I'll take it from here.
I'll take it from here.
Oh yeah, definitely. People are weird. People are, I don't know how else to explain it, but just some people are like some people are just like very weird towards like other human beings. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they just feel like
Useless.
I don't know if they just feel like something like if something's going on in their lives and they gotta take it out on someone else, even if they didn't do anything, or they just like they feel like they're entitled to something.
Let's get moving.
I don't get it. I don't get it, you know. What compels you to just be
Take it from here.
awful for no reason, you know? And if you're gonna be in, like, why take it out on other people, you know? If other people who are not even like bothering you.
Detecting a frog in the vicinity.
Because if I'm gonna be working with other people, I want to feel like I also want to feel like respected by my peers, you know. You know, even if we may not like mess with each other like that, at the very least in the workplace, you know, I want us to at least like work to. I still want to like at least like work together so we can get shit done, you know. But when you start like disrespecting me about personal things in my life, whether it's like my disability or like my race or some shit, like I can't fuck with that. I really can't. And whatever problem you may have, don't bring that shit to me.
What an amazing flower.
This flower is engineered like a helicopter.
Like it's always like bothered me. I mean, I personally haven't gone through that, but like it feels bad when anyone has to go through that. I never like really liked that.
I'll take it from here.
Useless heaps of metal.
I'll eliminate them all. Annihilate charge. Fire.
It feels kind of weird. It feels kind of weird for me because it's just like I don't think anyone has like anything to be insecure about me about. It's not like I have anything. It's not like I have anything special about me. You know. I'm just trying to I'm just trying to move on. I still don't got shit figured out on my end. So you know, I'm still learning things as we go along.
Annihilate.
I'll take it from here. Hurrah!
Flying vegetation detected up ahead.
Should we make it fly again?
Be my guest.
I'll take it from
Real quick, let me check something. Okay, just want to be sure everything was going okay. Oh my gosh, I don't even got an explanation for that. Like I would, you know, like I thought the projectile would go away by that point, but it didn't,
I'll take it from here.
and so it was still lingering around.
Hurrah!
That sucked, I guess.
natural.
I'll take it from here.
I'll take it from here. Take this.
What an amazing flower.
This flower is engineered like a helicopter.
Yeah!
Good. Danger. Steep grade ahead.
I'll take it from here. Hurrah!
Useless heaps of metal.
I don't think I'll ever get it. You know. I don't think I'll ever like get why people just sometimes choose just to be cruel.
I'll take it from here.
Step aside.
Then again, like we're kind of like in a place where you know, especially if you're a frequent user of Twitter, like everyone doom post about everything or just like get upset at the fact that you're enjoying something, you know. People like really feel some type of way when you're happy about it.
You got it.
Like some people just hate happiness in the world, you know, or like they think the concept of like having fun is so strange. It's so foreign. Like you're not supposed to have fun.
Here they come.
Omega, attack them.
And I can be honest and say like sometimes that's like clouded my view of things I've enjoyed, like Sonic, you know. 'Cause everyone doom posts about Sonic all the time, you know. And I could admit to myself that I kind of let that insecurity like bleed into me because it makes me feel ashamed of the fact that I like Sonic, you know. Even though this is like one of the things that's like turned me into like the person I am and what's made me happy. But I've had to feel like this thing that makes me happy isn't particularly liked by the public eye, and very easily to get bullied about. You know, that I feel like I should hate Sonic even though I really don't, and I really just want to be open about how much I love Sonic. But it's tough. Yeah, yeah, Feather. It's not your fault, because it's just some things like you can't like control, and especially with the pandemic and such. You know, I
It's a
saw this
swamp,
like
so be careful.
I saw this post recently.
Level up!
It came from Twitter, obviously, since
Omega, protect them!
uh Twitter is like Twitter is the social media platform I'm the most prominently online in. It's the one I use the most. It's the one I use to interact with all my friends and such. But like, there was just this post where like people were like, it was like showing people's excitement going into 2020, and then showing how much the pandemic really screwed everything up. And there was just a lot of okay, that was like all right. I should have known.
So be careful.
I hate what the power characters do with all that momentum, but that was also annoying. But back to what I was saying, it was basically showing how people were excited for like where 2020 would go, and then the pandemic happened, and then it shows yes, that death does come. I'm at like 5 deaths now in this run. I'm at 5 deaths now. That no death run was definitely never gonna happen. Because not only because partially A, I stink at this game, and B, sometimes this game's hate me. But okay, I'm trying not to lose track of what I'm saying. But like, there was just a couple of people saying like, get over it. But like, dog, do you not realize like some people's like high school and college graduations was like through the damn computer, or like they just had their diploma or degree like mailed to them because like they couldn't go out because we was in the middle of a pandemic. What the fuck are you talking about? Get over it, bro. Like some of the people's most important moments of their lives were just like taken away from them. And like, what can you really say about that? Like that's just something like you can't. That's like something like you can't get over because that's a memory like you can't get back. I was lucky enough that I obviously finished high school way before something like this happened. But also, by the time I finished college, I was actually able to have like a proper graduation. I was able to walk down the aisle and such, grab my degree, all that jazz. I was able to do that, and I didn't and I didn't miss out on such a special moment because of the pandemic. Because things have slowed down, things have slowed down a little bit. But the fact like telling someone to just get over the pandemic is literally insane. Like what are you talking about? I'd be sad as hell if my parents couldn't see me like walk down the aisle to grab my degree for finishing college. Like I'd be omega depressed. People are like insane.
Chaos control.
I'll take it from here!
Kill. Enemies eliminated.
I knew we could do it.
Don't let your guard down just yet.
I'll take it from here!
That's great that you was able to like
Hurrah!
get the resources you did while you were going to school. I actually like didn't start getting like accommodations until like my sophomore year of college. Yeah, it took a long while so I was actually like getting like accommodations. But like, yeah, I didn't have those like back then, because back then I didn't really know I had like, you know,
I'll take it from here.
back then I thought I was like, I don't want to say like, I don't want to say like, I don't want to say like normal like everyone else, but like I don't know like another way to like describe it.
I'll take it from here.
Annihilation.
There he is, again.
We're off. We're off.
I'm glad to be done. I'm glad to be done with school though, because like, oh man, the whole school shit was like, the whole school shit was a lot to juggle. It was a lot to juggle. Because especially when I wasn't in like, especially when I wasn't like in the best of mental spaces, so like it was definitely like
Hey, are they
not
taking us
easy.
down to the swamp?
Spineless creatures. Let's go.
This part is literally the hardest part of this game. So I have to lock in. Nasty, let's go. I actually got that first try.
Perfect. As usual.
Oh, I never usually get an A rank in this level. I actually cooked.
Look, it's that hedgehog.
Wonder what the big rush is all about. Bet you those guys will end up getting in my way and making trouble.
Hey, isn't that...
Sonic!
Oh, you didn't. Oh, you didn't complete college. It's okay, you know.
Long time no see.
College is
boy.
not.
You
College is
bad
not for
guys.
everyone.
All this way for nothing.
I,
Little taste.
I went because you know I feel like it was just something I had to do. You know, even if I wasn't particularly, even if I wasn't like particularly like
We have a date with Eggman, too.
a fan of it, you know, it just felt like something I kind of had to
It'll be
do.
a date to die for.
Hey, that's my line.
I need to get myself some water because my throat's hurting a little bit.
Not the best way to greet those you haven't seen in a while.
All right, tornado up.
Leave it to me, remember us, Shadow?
Clearly not, because I'm cooking y'all.
Leave it to me.
Just a fake. Like I thought.
Are you sure this is the right way?
All right, there we go.
Affirmative.
What's up?
That feels much
Something
better
on your
after
mind?
that water.
Well, never mind. Let's go. That blue hedgehog like me. What did the doctor say about my memory? And
Just who am I?
Annihilate. Annihilate.
I'll take it from here.
Oh, your field requires it's like a requirement for you to do before you graduate. Dan, why do I keep doing that knowing what the result is going to be? Like, I literally know what the result is going to be every time I do this. So why would I decide to do that in a narrow platform? I keep doing that. Like, come on, you know what you gotta do in these situations. But to be fair, I did wish that, you know, Knuckles and Omega didn't have to carry so much momentum with their punching. Like, you can't do combat like this and then put me on these narrow platforms to be doing all of that.
What's going on?
The upside down castle is flipped right side up. Now's the time.
And that kind of sucks. And I'm gonna be honest too. Like, for some reason, like, employers like really make it not easy because, like, for some reason communication skills is not the best, and they don't give you like timely responses and such. So it keeps you waiting. And I think it really sucks that your diploma is probably gonna be like put on hold because you haven't reached that requirement to get an internship. And for the most part, it's not your fault, you know?
Let's go down.
It's not your fault you're not getting it. It's not like you're not trying. It's just that no one is like giving it to you or responding to you or anything like that.
The doors opened.
Let's go.
Annihilate. Annihilation. Step aside. Annihilation.
I'll take it from here.
Step aside.
Oh yeah, I agree. That's kind of like the main reason why I didn't want to
I'll take it from here.
I didn't want to go back to do like retail stuff unless I like my back was against the wall and I had no choice. But like, retail was so bad for someone like me who has like horrible social anxiety and who's like really bad with like social cues and stuff and like needs a little help with like social interactions and stuff. Like, ugh. Like, I managed it for a year, which is a lot, but like it destroyed me mentally. There was just times where I just like I wanted to give up, man. Especially when I was also still working towards
Omega, you go
my semester. God, ugh. Being in a place like that, on top of having to balance school, I never want to do that again. I never ever want to do that again.
I'll take it from here.
I'll take it from here.
And it felt bad, and it felt even worse because after I left there, you know, and I was struggling to find work, like I felt like it was like my fault that I wasn't getting anything. Why did I do that? I didn't even mean to do that. That Team Blast was an accident. I felt like it was my fault for leaving, and that I should have just stuck out with it, even if it was like at the cost of my mental health, you know? As crazy as that sounded. Like, I was just willing to sacrifice my mental health if it just like meant I was able to keep a job. And obviously, like, my happiness like should be like a priority, but like I didn't feel that way personally. I genuinely just felt like no matter what, my happiness didn't really matter. And what really mattered was just like I was making money from a job. Which, unhealthy mindset, I know, but like I didn't really know what else to do, you know. I just seriously thought like I just seriously thought like what I wanted didn't matter. Personally.
Just watch this.
I'll take a cut.
I'll take it from here.
Annihilate. Charge. Fire.
I'll take it from here.
I don't feel that way as much, but like I can't like confidently say that how I feel matters. I'm not like at that point with my my thought process yet. Maybe soon. Maybe soon. But I'm not there yet, and that's just something I kind of have to grow to think about myself.
Annihilate. Compute. Illogical.
It was kind of crazy that we're never gonna get any cool levels like this anymore. Like it's been such a long time since we actually got like any horror themed like Sonic levels. Cause this is like one of my favorite Sonic levels in like any of the games. Period. It's so good. This and Mystic Mansion are perfect,
Jump.
and I wish we got like more of these.
Small foothold in the middle detected.
There's someone there. Look out.
Mine is that death in the beginning that was actually smooth sailing.
Piece of cake. Inside the castle.
Sure is spooky in here.
Initiating interior search. Charge. Annihilate.
I'll take it from here.
Ah, Mystic Mansion. This is my favorite. This is my favorite level in this game. I love Mystic Master so much. This level is so cool. Where? Okay, I was about to say there's supposed to be a switch up here. I thought I was tripping.
I'll take it from here. Here they come.
I'm excited. I'm excited for the new year. Mostly because I'm mostly excited for the new year because Persona 3 Reload is in a couple of weeks. Persona 3 Reload, February 2nd. I'ma be in that game frame one. Whenever I get the free time in my schedule, that's all I'm gonna spend it on. Persona 3 Reload. If you ask me to go outside, I'm not going out. Persona 3 Reload is gonna be the only thing on my mind when that game comes out.
Chaos control.
Persona 3 Reload is going to change the world. And you can bet I'm gonna be streaming that game. I'm 100% gonna be streaming Reload. I'd be crazy to not stream Reload. I missed out on streaming Tactica, but Reload, I'm not missing out on streaming. I'm making sure I stream Reload.
Switch detected ahead.
I'll take it from here.
Oh, you got Reload on Game Pass? That's a good call. I know a few others who got it on Game Pass too. I'm getting it for I'm getting on the PS5. Mostly because mostly just because like, well, I need more games on my PS5. But also in the off chance that Atlas puts De Nouveau in there, I won't have to worry about that by playing it on my PS5. I don't usually buy a lot of PC versions of games unless I like really have to. So like I usually just get them on my PS5. Like I'm usually very selective on what games I want to get on console, what games I want to get on like PC.
Sure is a mysterious switch.
But something like BRC, like that's a game. BRC, I think you really have to get that game on PC for like the best experience. Obviously, especially for like all the modding stuff. Like I mean, sheesh.
Chaos control.
Also, let's not talk about Chaotix Mystic Mansion. That one was just, ugh. I like to forget that Mystic Mansion exists. I don't know what they were thinking with that mission to turn off all the torches. That mission, doggy dog doo doo. You know what's the sucky part of having your birthday in January? Well, usually January is very very cold, but uh, this year winter has been very warmish. But like usually like a lot of people who have their like birthdays during the spring and the summer and the fall, at least they have their birthdays in like good weather is enough to where they can like go out to celebrate their birthday. Me, sometimes it's just too fucking cold to be going out. Really.
There's another trolley. Let's get on it.
I want to be honest, like I was talking about this earlier, like no snow during December is insane and the world is coming to an end. No one likes to talk about it, but like the world is coming to the fact that we're not getting snow in the winter is literally insane. No snow in the winter is insane.
Natural. We may be able to use triangle jump.
It's all over if you fall.
I'll take it from here. Natural.
Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on with the planet right now, but yeah. Things are definitely not right. That's for sure.
How to get from here?
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a Donkey Kong expansion for Nintendo Super Nintendo World in Japan, which is really cool. I don't know how much they're gonna add to there, but I hope it's big. You know.
I'll take it from here. Just watch this.
What is this place?
Detecting 3 alters.
I guess they wanted to challenge us.
It feels weird that Mario versus Donkey Kong is getting a remake, you know. But that kind of gives me hope that now we're at the era where like we're gonna start getting more Game Boy remakes of stuff, you know. Isn't it kind of crazy how like we don't have like the Sonic Advance games anywhere else? It's not even in the We don't even get like Nintendo Online stuff for them. Despite how I may feel about those games, or more specifically, despite how I may feel about 2 or 3, like I still would love to have those games on the Switch.
Leave it to Omega. Chaos control.
Like imagine, it's funny. Like your Christmas was basically super duper sunny.
Enemies eliminated.
I knew we could do it.
Don't let your guard down just yet.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be honest, you're kind of right. Overall, despite summer be fucking making me sticky and smelly and making me sweat profusely, I also like the feeling of my fingers working, which the winter
What do you think, Omega?
cannot do.
Sensors jammed. Real Eggman ID not possible.
We'll just have to find out, won't we?
What's the matter? Cold feet? Well then, here I come. Get them.
I do enjoy summer weather. Also, just because like I can just go out during the summer and just walk. I just like walking. Also, the funny thing about this boss fight, I literally like watched Fidel be at this boss fight for like almost an hour 30, which was very hilarious because I'm like, how the fuck are you doing this for like how the fuck are you stuck here for like an hour, for like almost an hour and a half? And it's just like a simple it's like a simple enemy rush.
Annihilate.
It was funny to watch, but it frustrated me just a little bit.
I'll take it from here. Chaos control. This
take it
is
from
the
here.
ultimate power.
Level up.
It's partially the Sonic Heroes fan in me watching someone else doing so poorly at this.
I'll take it from here.
Hold on. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like fighting these fellas. Can I? All right.
Annihilate charge. Fire.
I'll take this.
I should have honestly. I should have saved. I honestly should have saved the. I honestly should have saved the Team Blast for this one. Because now I just kind of screwed myself. Now I slightly screwed myself. I can save it. There we go.
Worthless consumer models.
Not so much missiles, more so laser cannons. Yeah, they're more so laser cannon than missiles.
Just as close.
Annihilate.
You smash them all. Junk.
Annoying little pests, aren't they?
Eliminate all Eggman's robots.
Chaos control. Not bad.
I was about to say I need more level ups. Careful, Rouge. I need to switch. I need to be careful. I need to be careful. I need to be careful. I need to be careful swinging like that.
Eradicate.
I'll take it from here.
Okay.
Chaos control.
From here.
Level up.
Hey, he's taking rings from me. Am I out of rings? I think I. Oh wow, I am out of rings. I might be in trouble. Oh, that's cool. You know, hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. We're well, I have some friends planning on meeting each other. Actually, they're kind of dating. They're hoping to meet each other and like they're hoping to like we are kind of planning to like hopefully all meet together to hang out. So hopefully, you know, that works out. But that's cool. It's always fun to go out to like big events with friends.
Stop this senseless fight.
You underestimated us, haven't you?
Activation test unsuccessful. Minimal resistance detected.
Them all. This is only the beginning.
This is the ultimate power.
Oh wow. You know what? I've spent it here.
I took it from here.
This is the ultimate power.
Wait, are they actually gonna do StarCraft in there? I didn't even know StarCraft's one of the categories. Then again, I mean, StarCraft being a category for speedrunning kind of just makes sense, considering the nature of that game being very buggy and messy. Please be careful. All right. Yeah. All right. I guess we're gonna have to do. All right. We're gonna have to do this the long way.
Annihilate.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do this the long way. This is my least favorite enemy because it's only. Oh. Alright. Now I have to. Oh. All right. I screwed up. That was all right. That one was on me. I screwed up. Let's try this again. Brood War. Is that a DLC or something? Or an expansion? I don't know a lot about StarCraft, so I gotta ask these questions.
Annihilate.
I'll take it from here.
Don't get too excited, boys. Those were the easy ones.
I see. Interesting.
That won't stop us, Doctor.
Look at that. We're almost done.
You fools must all have a death wish. Witness this invincible battleship built by the hands of a genius. Its power unmatched throughout the universe.
You'll regret this, Doctor.
Even if I'm not real, I'm still the ultimate life form. Shadow the Hedgehog. That's my dog. That's my goat. That line is so raw. That's my goat.
Space. Did you say space?
Confirmed cannon's attack. Get away from the target marker. Annihilation. Annihilation. Fire.
I'll take it from here.
I should make a video. I should make a video about Sonic Heroes. No, man, this game is significant. This game is such a significant part of my life. I gotta talk about this game. So I have a lot of things to say, but mostly positive, because like it did have a positive. It did have a positive impact on me because this was like my very first GameCube game. You know, Actually, this is actually technically not. This is like at least one. It was like my third because the only reason I know of this game is because I had Mario Kart Double Dash that had a demo disc with a demo of Sonic Heroes, and then I actually got the full game later as a kid.
Why so many?
Total destruction for all Eggman ships.
I'll take it from here.
But I love this game so very dearly. And again, it hasn't aged the best, but every time I come back to this game, I have such a chill and enjoyable time with it.
Chaos control.
All the way from the UK. Sheesh, that's crazy. But that's actually really cool. That's actually super cool.
They're firing at us. Dodge the bullets by moving up and
I hope you have I hope you have a good time over there. Well, I usually usually the speedrunning events are always really fun. So I know you'll have a great time. But again, I hope you have a great time over there with all your friends. I don't know, man. Also, I don't know, man. Metal Harbor wasn't on top of multiple battleships. I almost got smoked.
Eliminate all Eggman fleet weapons.
Oh wow, Lightspeed Dash actually working as intended. Shot. Ooh, wait. Rouge, go back. Okay. There we go. I got a little worried there. Oh, brother.
Shadow's rocket excels required to blast through. Target destroyed.
Oh, definitely. Oh yeah, definitely showed them around. That's like the fun part of showing like people who have never been to like your area before, that you can show them all the unique fun stuff that that place has. Especially also like food related stuff, you know? Cuz you also want to show like you know what amazing foods your place has, you know. Everyone loves food. I love food. Come on. Hold on, I gotta. Yeah. Okay. Am I? All right. I'm definitely missing something. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I knew I was missing something here. I was like, okay, there's some information here that it's not being told to me.
Annihilate.
got it.
To be fair, Jumpman, Sonic 3 had some nice. Oh my gosh! I don't know what that was, but at least I didn't die from it. That's the important part. Whatever janky thing happens, as long as you didn't die from it, it's okay. That was a. I thought I was about to go flying off to my death.
They just don't give up, do they? Just dodge it by moving up and down.
Descend. Ascend. Descend.
Really? I didn't even know that. Shit. No, I'm fucking dead. I didn't move. I didn't move quick enough for that. That sucks. Oh, there goes my A rank. So much for that. I should have been moving up. That's on me. Okay. That was. Ugh. All right, move up. There we go. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay. That was a little dangerous there. That sucks. That sucks. Again, sucks that I'm losing my my A rank. But it is what it is, I suppose. It stinks, man. I was actually doing well, but I just screwed up really badly.
I'll take it from here. Hurrah! 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 Hurrah!
I'll take it from here. Take this.
Don't hit the cannon. None of your business. Oh, that part, that partially makes me uncomfortable because, I mean, we all know that the creator behind Ren and Stimpy is, not a great individual. This is about to be a nasty E rank.
Power balance adjustment needed.
Okay, they did. Okay, they didn't hate me that much. They didn't hate me that much. They actually spared me.
I'm feeling a bit uneasy. Time to attack.
All right, here we go. We're at the very end here.
This is enormous.
Eggman's headquarters detected.
I actually really, oh, I actually really like Final Fortress. It's one of my it's one of the final Sonic zones I actually like quite a bit because like it feels very cinematic and I really like how it looks. Because we're basically on top of Eggman's battleship and it's all dark and it's all rainy. It feels very cinematic. I really like it.
I'll take it from here. Pull up. I'll take it from here.
Oh my gosh! All right. Honestly, I was cutting it close. I should have just used Rouge to fly there. That's okay. I didn't die from it. Again, I didn't die from it. So the game spared me.
Naturally.
I'll take it from here. Hurrah!
I'll take it from here.
Those guys look pretty tough. Careful now.
Who do they think they are?
The E-2000. So they're in production. I'll destroy them.
I'll take it from here. Level up.
I'll take it from
This level was a little long. But then again, that's like the whole thing with Sonic Heroes, right? A lot of the levels of Sonic Heroes are pretty long. Okay.
All detected. Tornado jump possible.
But it's weird because that's never been like a huge flaw for me. Because I feel like, yeah, while Sonic Heroes' levels are like longer than the average Sonic level, I feel like there's enough going on in these levels that like it doesn't get boring. Crap, I just missed it by a little bit. I just missed it by an inch. If I was close enough, I would have gotten it. I meant to switch to Shadow, not Uh, yeah, I meant to switch to Shadow, not Omega.
I'll take it from here. I'll take it from here.
Nope. Well, okay.
Annihilation.
You just blocked it. All right, little bro. Fine. Do I spend it? Yeah, I do. Cause I really don't like wasting my time on this man. Bro, be taking too long to kill. All right, level up Shadow. All right, this part, I just gotta pray that everything goes well with the rail switching. Little bro tried to switch on me the moment I started switching.
You're thinking too much, Shadow. What? You too, Omega?
Sensing strong magnetic field.
Yeah, look. This part is super cinematic. I love it. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a good thing I did that in time. And then I climb up here. Wait, grab it. Alright, I'm actually doing fairly okay-ish. And the lightspeed dash worked. Alright, yeah, I think, okay. As long as everything's working properly, I can succeed. And I was able to skip most of the annoying stuff. Oh, okay. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Take it. Yeah, let's take it slow actually, because I don't want to die. So let's take it slow and let's just shoot them from afar. But yeah, I wanted to say, usually like people say like Sonic Heroes levels taking too long is like a huge flaw. But again, like I feel like there's enough going on in the stage where I never get like tired of it. But like if they ever like remade this game, and they like decide they wanted to cut back a little bit on how long the levels would take, I wouldn't mind that at all, you know? I'm sure for like a lot of others it would be like a good change. And I mean, I think overall in general it would be a good change. And I think if they're gonna remake Sonic Heroes, I would really appreciate it if we didn't have to beat the game 4 times in order to unlock the final story. That's like the one thing I don't really like about this game. Because like we're going through this game 4 times in the same way in like different difficulties, yeah, but like it's still like overall the same game, you know? Like there's doing this with no rings. With no rings, I need a ring. I need a ring. But I don't think there's one down there, so I'm gonna have to play it risky. I'm gonna have to play it a little risky, so I'm gonna do it like this. Oh, I mean, oh yeah, I have a friend who's like a huge Air Gear fan. They would agree. They would agree that the OST was fake. I also have to. I also it's the same. The same can be said about Lethal League Blaze's OST, which I need to download more music. I mean, I've never played like Lethal League, but like I've heard the soundtrack for that game goes kind of crazy. Oh. Oh boy. All right. Okay. I got a little worried that I screwed up. All right. There we go. All right. We got it. Well, I actually went through this level with no deaths. Let's go. I actually did super well. Better than I actually thought I would.
Piece of cake.
B rank, I'll take it. I'll take it. Probably if I got here a little faster, I probably would have gotten an A rank. Ah, I wish I had like more space for my back. Sometimes it just hurts trying to find like a perfect position to like lie in. Time to meet your maker. As a kid, this boss used to give me so much trouble. But then I figured out, as I grew older, I figured out what the tech is. I figured out the tech. So basically, you get those. And then you get these two level ups for Rouge. It's actually super important. That level up for Rouge is actually like super important for this. Just for your safety, just for purposes, you can get this one for Omega as well. But essentially, now you just fly up, and then you just spam Thunder Shoot. Yeah, and then now you just spam Thunder Shoot. Those two levels for Rouge are super important for this. Be careful. He can do that to mess up your game plan, but as long as you like lock him down, he can't do anything. He's almost dead. And then you just sort of he thought he was running away. 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 Little bro thought he was running away. Yeah, that's why it's just easier. It's literally just easier to just fly up, spam Thunder Shoot. Because like Thunder Shoot leaves it locked in for quite a long while.
Thanks for the treasure, Doc.
Eggman target completely destroyed.
Now let's find that secret treasure.
I think even to this, like even before Shadow the Hedgehog became a thing, uh this twist was this cliffhanger twist is a little bit crazy.
Oh, never mind. Good luck.
You know about cloning.
The original must exist somewhere. But I mean, we know this is like the original Shadow from the arc, so you know. We know that now. But like back then I'm sure this was like a crazy twist.
What do you say? What else is a famous treasure supposed to do?
You know, I still think about how Takashi Iizuka was like he was the only level designer for this game. It was literally like just him. Yeah, okay, yeah, look, it was him and someone else, Toyota. It was literally those two. And bro was literally overworking himself to sickness to make all this. it feels crazy that he had to put himself in that position to do that, you know. But but I mean, back then during those times, like developers were like working themselves to death to get games out, which is uh, uh I hope we never have to go through that again. You know, I like my developers to be healthy when making games. But that's it. That's Sonic Heroes. And I mean, I mean, what else can I say? Like every time I go back to this game, I always have a fun time with it. Even with like the few jank things that happen in this game, it never like ruins my it never really ruins my overall experience. And again, sometimes it's my fault, other times the game is like very jank, but like again, I say like every time I go back to Sonic Heroes, I'm always like having such a fun time with it. And it's always a great time going back. I definitely got to make a video about this game. I definitely got to make a video about this game. Just to just to really like explain like how much this game like means to me, because I always just have such a fun time with it. Oh no, well, okay, you know what? You are technically right. You know, some people are still like working themselves to death to make games, but I feel like it was at least much worse back then. At least for the most part, it doesn't happen as often. It may still be happening because you know people are still getting rushed and crunched and stuff, but like back then, getting crunched was like the norm. You know, I feel like now we've gotten just a little bit better with it. But I think that's probably going to be it for me. I just wanted to stream. So I just wanted to stream Sonic Heroes because it's turning 20. It's such an influential game in my childhood, and I definitely had to give this game its flowers for how much it's affected me and how much I love it. You know, I just love Sonic Heroes. So I'm probably going to no, I will not try super hard mode because that's not a fun mode. But I'm going to spend the rest of my New Year's Eve just chilling and relaxing. Um I don't know if I'll come back later, but I think for now this is probably it for me. So I appreciate everyone just coming in, you know, to relax and chill with me, and it was nice talking to you all. Because this is really the only time this is really one of the few times I really get like some other human interaction, and it's really the only few times I kind of just open up about myself. The next time I'll probably stream something, it'll probably be that Just Say Radio Future 100% run, which I probably won't do in one stream. I'll probably do two streams minimum. It's probably just what I'll need to do for that. But that's probably the next thing I'll do as a stream. And then as for videos, I have something planned. I'm not sure which one is gonna come out first, but I'll be working on it. But I am gonna be working, so I'll just have to figure out the best time to not only just work on my stuff, but like also find time to stream and such. I'll try and figure it out. But I appreciate y'all just for coming in and just to chill with me for this little bit in this New Year's Eve. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all another time.